everybody, and welcome to episode 90 of the Let's Play world. To be completely honest, I am wildly unprepared for this episode. So I've been thinking a lot this week about redstone. I did a video on how sculk blocks work, and I got some comments on that and some other videos that got me thinking about solutions to problems. I've just been doing a lot of playing and working on that sort of thing. I had also mentioned that I wanted to focus on Magic Academy / potion system this week. And I did do some thinking. I figured out there's about 11 potions that I think I want to brew, and those would be swiftness, strength, healing, harming, regeneration, fire resistance, water breathing, night vision, slow fall, turtle master, and weakness. Not that I need all those, but I have the ingredients for them, and so I figured why not just make it, So what I envision is, something of medieval themed build, and inside we'll have a system that involves a lot of redstone and stuff like that for brewing potions. I would also like to decorate the interior of this just so it's kind of cool looking. I don't necessarily want to do like a Hogwarts ripoff, but it'll definitely be inspired by that. So let's talk a little bit about that. So I'm thinking this space here, out by this beacon, this is where we're going to do our Magic Academy. On the outside of this curve here, we have a ton of space. And I think we will utilize some of this for the potion brewing and the Magic Academy. On this side of the path, I think we're just going to green it up a little bit and make it look just very nice. We have our little graveyard over here, and we might expand that out a little bit as well. But yeah, this side I think is mostly going to be building, and I wouldn't mind doing something interesting here, like a diagonal building. Everything we've done so far has basically been 90 degrees to the grid. It'd be cool to do something at a 45-degree angle, which is not anything we've done so far. So part of me is thinking I should probably build the potion brewing part first, and then figure out how to surround it with a building. The other part of me is thinking, we could probably build the potion brewing part here, and then like the diagonal building would be purely decorative, and we can kind of do whatever we want with it. So I don't know yet. A lot of ideas and possibilities, and I think it might just kind of happen organically. We'll just start working on it and see how it comes together. I imagine like the diagonal part could be here, and then we would probably imagine maybe do a diagonal wall off of that that would then crash into a straight wall. Say the straight wall here, diagonal wall between those. And I don't know how big this area would be, or how much space the redstone would take up. That's probably what I need to figure out. How big is this thing actually going to be? Let's try this out real quick. I think you can run a hopper into 3 sides of a brewing stand, if I'm not mistaken. So that's 1, 2... Oops. 3. There we go. Okay, so if I grab nether wart and see what happens. If I put that in here, it can go anywhere. If I put it in here, that flowed in. Okay. The top, put it over here, nothing happens. What if I put blaze powder? Okay, that worked. So yeah, blaze powder will go in on the left. From the top, it looks like, can I do other ingredients? Yep. Can we do from the right? Anything? Bottles? Yep. Okay. So bottles load from the right, fuel loads from the left, and ingredients load from the top. Yeah, besides blaze powder, I think nether wart is the other thing that we'll probably need to either make a little farm or something just so we have it available. I don't know that we need to automate it because we don't need a ton of it, but some sort of nether wart farm would probably make sense. Something else I'm curious about. That took it out. So how does that work? Put a glass bottle here, flows out, flows through, down to here. Okay. So it's not great. I wonder if there's a way we could lock this and then determine when the brewing was done, and then unlock it so that it spit the potions out. Then we wouldn't have to look at all this. Okay. Trying an experiment here. Yep, they do give off a redstone signal. Okay, let's try this. Let's put 1, 2, 3 full water bottles, and let's see how much signal we're getting here. A signal of 9, so each of those bottles is probably giving us 3, if I'm not mistaken. Take one out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. How does that help us? I don't know if it does. So while the comparator is measuring the fullness, it's not measuring the doneness. You know, if I brew this, that doesn't change anything, does it? Or does it? Let's find out. Okay, I'm going to put some nether wart in here, and that will create, they call it an awkward potion. Yep, awkward potion. Did the redstone signal change? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nope. So brewing a potion doesn't change the output. That doesn't really help us. You know, I was considering maybe I could put it on a timer, but when I do some potions, I add the redstone or the glowstone to make the stronger or longer potions, and that's not going to work. I mean, I guess I could lock a hopper and then just use some sort of manual button or something to flush the bottles out. It's not very elegant, but it would be functional. That's what I've been struggling with. There's just so many variables here, and I'm not sure where to start with it all. Right now, I'm thinking we'll have a room, and we will walk in that room, and we will have buttons that each are labeled with a different type of potion and some sort of output. And, you know, I will walk up and I'll push a button that says fire protection. And behind that wall, we'll have all of this. And when I push fire protection, a dropper or dispenser will shoot out the magma cube. And then behind that, it'll shoot out the redstone. And they'll come in here and then they'll plop down, get all brewed up. And then when it's done, I could either manually collect them or could have a flusher that just dumps the bottles out. I'll figure that out later. It'd be kind of nice to have access to, you know, where to load all of this, you know, the ingredients and the bottles and the fuel and all that. Maybe like an upstairs room where I could just go in and put the ingredients in. Lots of variables here. Well, I feel like I have a lot to think about here and a lot of experimentation to do, so I'm going to move on to a different project just so I can give my brain a break. So I think the other thing I want to work on is clearing out and making way for our next section of the zoo. And I'm thinking what I want to do is the plains area. So I think I want to do plains because it's going to be the next easiest area. In the plains, we're going to have cat, chicken, cow, donkey, horse, mule, pig, sheep, and bee. And most of those can be lured or led by food. Donkeys and mules are both a little bit more rare, but I don't think it's going to be that big a deal. And then over here, we have kind of this little peninsula down here. I think that is going to be where the plains go. So off of the bottom of our path here, we'll bring it down, and we'll have most of those exhibits down here. Now, I know that that area has a big old hill on it that's covered in trees, so we do have a lot of clearing to do. So as we float over here towards the zoo, you can see this big old clump of trees here. That's the area that we're working with. So the path will come along here, and we'll come off the bottom corner here, off in this direction, and this is where the plains area will be. starting to come together here. Got that and that. There we go. And you can see we've got that path coming on down here. And around that path is where we're going to have all the different planes exhibits. It's a pretty rough area, so we do have a lot of terraforming left to do, but I think it's going to turn out really good. As we wrap up, I just wanted to talk a little bit about my videos. I feel like I've just got a lot going on right now with the videos. I essentially have 4 different series. I've got the Let's Play, I've got the SMP, I've got my how-to videos, and I've got the snapshot videos. Over on Mindful SMP, I've been working on a big project that I've called The Cube, and it's been really cool. I have gotten some feedback from you guys, though, that you think the Let's Play and the SMP are a little too similar. And so with 1.19, Mindful SMP is going to reset our world over there, and my plan for the next season is to be much more focused on exploration and role-playing, and not as much of the big builds and farms like I do here on the Let's Play. That way they'll feel really different. I've been doing the snapshot videos as they've released those. I haven't done one for the last 2 snapshots just because they haven't been very interesting. Lots of little adjustments and bug fixes and stuff like that. Usually that's an indication that they're getting pretty close to the release. So I'll probably do one more snapshot video before the big release. I've been doing the how-to videos, and those have been pretty well received. I get lots of comments and feedback, and I spend a lot of time between episodes just testing and experimenting and trying things out. I get some questions where I'll Google it and nobody has ever solved for this, or some of the solves are really complicated, and so I'll spend time to see, is there another way to do this, or can I come up with something that might work for people? It's pretty complicated, but it's a lot of fun. I'd asked you guys if you would be interested in just seeing a video of just me in real life telling stories, and a few of you expressed some interest in that, so I'll probably explore that a little bit more. And then of course we've got the Let's Play series, and we've been talking a little bit today about the Magic Academy and the potion brewing system. That's going to involve a lot more design and infrastructure to figure out there. We've also got the Mob Zoo and the City project that we've been working on. And I'm curious, do you guys prefer one of those over the other? Would you like me to finish one of them before moving on to the other? Or do you like it where I kind of switch back and forth between the City and the Mob Zoo? Leave me a comment. Let me know what you like to watch there. We're coming up also on the 100th episode. In a couple weeks, this will be 100 episodes of this Let's Play. And I'm trying to think of something special to do for that. We'll probably do a little bit of reflection and revisiting some of the builds, and then maybe we'll do something big for the 100th episode. So I've got lots and lots going on right now, and hopefully you guys are enjoying it all. Leave me comments, give me feedback, let me know what you like to watch, because I'll definitely make adjustments depending on what you're into. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you had fun. Please like and subscribe if you want to follow along on the adventure, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.